Good morning, P1 students. How are you today? It's Wednesday and it's the 22nd of April 2020. So yesterday I asked you about naming things, 10 things that are made of metal, right? So you are going to write down 10 examples or just write down the names of those material, and then there's another option is that make it into a sentence to apply its properties. Okay, so today we are going to, our objective or learning target is that we are going to name, or I can name some objects that are made of wood and its properties. So again, properties is the distinguishing qualities of a certain material by telling its color, its shape, its size, its weight, and its temperature. Temperature, is it hot, is it cold, is it warm, like that. So we all know, based on our experiment, the last time, the sink or float, we all know that metal can sink, right? And we all know also that some metals, depending on the size, they are heavy, and sometimes if the thing is as this small, if the metal is small, then it's gonna be light. And hardness of an object, it's not really like hard, but how easily it can be stretched. Remember the toy alligator and the scissor? When I scrub it, when I scratch them together, which one is has the more scratch? It's the wood, right? Because the toy alligator was made of wood. So metal is more, or is harder than the wood, because when you scratch a metal and a wood, more likely it's the wood that will have the scratch. Okay, and then we know that some metals are shiny, rigid, similar with strong, right? And they are really strong. That's why when we make buildings, houses, we will use metal because it can stay for a long period of time. All right, so today we will talk about the properties of wood. So from the experiment, sink or float, like the ruler that I use is made of wood. And the ruler, remember the ruler, it sinks or it floats? It floats, right? So wood can float. And then here, similar with the metal, wood also, depending on how big it is or the size. So it can be, wood can be heavy or it can be light. And some woods, if they are really thin, you can flex it a little bit. It's a little bit flexible, but I did not write it here because mostly the woods are not so flexible, right? Next is, again, wood can be smooth or can be rough. And then I put here medium hard, because as we all know, like hardness is when a thing can get easily scratched, right? Scratch is like this. So when you scratch something, which one has more lines, or like the wood, some parts of the wood is scratched or removed. And then also wood is strong. Okay, so but not strong as the metal. So again, your assignment for today is you're going to name 10 objects that are made of wood. So 10 objects or objects that are made of wood. Okay, for example, what are things that are made of wood? Chair, right? So chair. So again, you can write it in a full sentence, just like a chair is made of wood. And then based on the chair that you are showing, or the chair that you have at home, you will say a chair is made of wood, and then the chair that you choose, so you can say the chair is, what are the properties of the material, of the wood? The chair is heavy. If the chair is heavy, you can write it here. What else? The chair, or you can just say it can, or it is, and then you feel the chair. Is it smooth? Is it rough? The chair, so the chair it is rough, for example. So in this way, you are going to practice writing its properties. But again, if you don't feel like it, it's okay. If you're just going to write the name of the objects that are made of wood. So again, how many objects that you are going to write? 10. Okay, so again, you have two choices. First choice is you can just write the name of the object. And the second one, you write the object and make a sentence using the properties of the wood. All right? Okay, thank you very much. Have a beautiful day, and thank you so much for your patience and your, hard work. Okay, goodbye.